Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm back again with another deck profile, a very interesting one this time. Alright, state your name and what you play and how do you do.
I'm Cameron Nyhuis, and I was playing Ojama ABC Nightmare, and I went undefeated.
Ooh, that's pretty good. What were your matchups?
I versed Invoked in round 1, and then I versed Pure Time Lords, and then Dark Dino piloted by Mr. Chris Chung, and then I versed Mech Knight Sky Striker. Yes, Mech Knight Sky Striker.
Dinosaur.
With dinosaurs.
That's pretty good.
And also Sky Blaster, and everything that is good in this meta.
So it's just basically an aggro dot deck, basically.
Ooh, kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, text.
So, if anyone doesn't know, Cameron Nyhuis is also one of our top 8 YCS Sydney in 2016. So he knows what he's saying. So let's take a look at what the deck profile looks like.
Alrighty, so we're playing 2 yellow, 2 green, and 2 black.
Awesome. So why do you play these?
They are part of the Ojama light machine support. Well, I mean, they're necessary if you want to play the new machine support. And you play 2 of each because you need to have at least 1 of each in your deck to resolve Ojamagic. So if you draw, 1 yellow, and if you're only running 1 of each, you draw 1, most of your deck's dead. So you play 2 of each.
Alright, cool.
Then we play 1 red, because he's just a meme. He's a normal summon Saryuja.
What does he do?
When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon up to 4 Ojamas from your hand in attack position.
And how often do you resolve that?
There are cards specifically made to trigger this a lot.
Ah, okay.
That I'm playing. So yeah, it happens quite a lot. I think I did it about 3 or 4 times to make instant Saryujas.
You definitely did that to me and you actually linked me, which is why I lost.
Yeah, it does some nasty things.
Awesome.
Alright, and then we're playing 1 Armed Dragon level 3.
Why did you choose this level 3 one?
It's the only one that can be normal summoned to start with, well, with that tribute. And it is necessary. It is a necessary brick card for another one of the Ojama cards.
Right.
This deck is just Brick City, so yeah, just look out. We'll explain this when we get to the spell card. Then I'm playing 2 of each pieces, A, B, and C. I was originally only playing 1 of each, but you can just get turbo them out so much. If you're only playing 1 of each and you summon them all, you're not getting anything from B anymore. You're not special summoning from the hand anymore. You just lose so much by not playing 2 of each. So we're playing 2 of each.
So do you recommend this ratio?
Look, it's I don't know whether 2A is correct anymore. It's sort of the worst one of the bunch, but it does refuel your hand for other nightmare discards and stuff. So I guess it's probably fine.
I guess with nightmares and ABCs, you really need your hand to. Like,
you do need to have cards in your hand at all times. So A is what facilitates that.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then we're playing Brilliant Plants. So 3 Scorpio and 1 Cobra. Yep, because Brilliant is just fucked, I guess. I shouldn't swear.
So Brilliant Fusion, is it paramount for the combo?
Look, it's not. There are reasons that I'll explain as to why Brilliant Fusion is one of the better cards to play for this deck, but it's not entirely necessary. There are builds without it, but I think the best build is with it.
Alright.
Especially since we lost Ancient Fairy Dragon.
Yes, definitely.
Go away. Now to the bricks. Well, more bricks. 1 Ibli, because Nightmare deck. And you get so many normal summons, well, you get multiple normal summons. Most of the time you're resolving this for some player or another. 1 Trick Land for Brilliant Fusion, Lazuli for Brilliant Fusion, because it adds Ojamas back from your graveyard to your hand.
Yes, definitely agree with
so
this.
much better than Garnet. You have normal summons to summon anyway. A is as big as Garnet, you don't need Garnet in this deck. And 1 of the recently nerfed Dragon Boy.
Why did you play this one?
Ravine. Because I'm already playing Terraforming to search for the Union Hangers, Ravine is a searchable discard for Ojamagic, which triggers when it's discarded from the hand.
Cool.
Also from the field.
Do you play any other dragons, or is that the only one?
That's the only one. I don't know how I feel about Ravine. I'm thinking about playing, trying out Empowerment, the Empowered Warrior field spell instead. But for now, it's just true.
Cool.
Because you can make, level 7 synchros and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Alright, that's all the monsters. Oh. Now we get to the really nifty, meany stuff. Ojama Simulation. 3 of.
You probably need to explain this because not many people understand
So
this.
when it's activated, You reveal a light machine fusion monster from your extra deck that specifically lists named cards as the material. And then you banish Ojama monsters up to the number of different named material from your hand, field, or graveyard, and then summon those material. So you reveal this bad boy.
Yes.
And it has A, B, and C. So you banish 3 Ojamas from your hand, field, or graveyard, and you summon A, B, and C. Or any, you can only summon one of each, but if you only have 2 Ojamas, you can just summon B and C, or whatever you feel like. So it's adequately done.
And it's not once per turn,
It is not once per turn. You just have to have a lot of Ojamas, which this deck does quite well. It also has a grave effect, which can be used the same turn it goes to the grave, which is you can banish it to target 3 banished Ojamas, put them back into the deck, and draw 1 card. So at the end of your combo, you can after you do this, you can shuffle 3 in, draw a card, and then you've got a card in your hand for Buster.
Yeah, and I noticed when you played it, you made sure that you did all your combos and you used it to fill your Busters.
Yes. Yes, you use this right at the end so that you have card fodder for Buster, because Buster is done.
Perfect.
Moving along. Ojama match at 3.
Alright, what does Ojama match do?
Send 1 Ojama card from your field or face up from your field or hand to the grave, and then you add 1 Ojama monster with a different name than the card you sent, and 1 armed dragon monster, hence the armed dragon level 3. And then you can immediately normal summon 1 of the monsters you added.
Take note that this doesn't eat up your normal summon.
No, it does not. It's also a quick play, so you can normal summon into your phase, or in your opponent's battle phase. Very nifty. And then it has the same effect as Ojama Simulation. You can banish it from your grave to put Ojamas back to draw a card.
Yep. And it's not once per turn too?
No, oh shit. Nope, this one's not once per turn either.
I don't think any of the Ojama cards
The issue is that you're only running the one armed dragon.
Yep.
You can add the dragon from your graveyard to hand with this, which is pretty cool. So it's never dead, unless the armed dragon's already in your hand. Then you're in a bit of a pickle. But this is good for red. This is good for Ojama red, because this is what gives you the spare summon to summon all the Ojamas from your hand and make Saryujas.
Right.
It also allows you to, as the cost, send an Ojama card. So you send 3 magic. Oh, you run the 3 magic. And magic is when this card is sent from your hand or field to the grave, you mandatory have to add 1 Ojama green, 1 Ojama yellow, and 1 Ojama black. So you use Ojama match, you send this card, you add Armed Dragon level 3 and Ojama red, and then immediately summon the Armed Dragon or another monster in your hand. Add all 3 of the other Ojamas, use your normal summon to summon red, and then summon yellow, green, and black. And then you got yourself a free Saryuja. Tasty, tasty, there's some value. So a lot of the cards in the deck are facilitating the discard of this card. One of those is Ravine, which we'll get to later. But the most important one is Brilliant Fusion.
Yes.
So most people know what Brilliant Fusion does. It lets you summon the Gem Knight Fusion monster, mostly Seraphinite, by sending the material. It has another effect, if you read the card. You can discard a spell card to make the special summoned Gem Knight Fusion monster gain its original attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. So you can use this, summon Seraphinite, and then use its effect to pitch Ojama Magic.
That's pretty cool.
To get all 3 of your pieces. And then you can add 2 pieces to use as your 2 normal summons. And you've already sent the Trick Clown, so there you've got yourself Saryuja. Yep.
So this deck basically wants to get Saryuja to get to your combo pieces and go off.
You really need to have a way to have Ojamas and Assimilation.
Yeah.
I mean, I won a game without it because I had access to all the pieces instead. But yeah, you really need to get to this card.
Yeah.
So that's what the Saryuja is for. And that's, I mean, Brilliant Fusion is a good card. Even if you don't make Saryuja, it's still busted. So.
Awesome.
Oh.
So this deck is basically an engine dot deck, basically.
It's a combo. It's a combo deck. It's just got a heap of stuff in it. 2 terraforming.
And play 3 because
the field spells we're searching aren't that relevant. They're relevant, but they're only relevant depending on your hand.
Right.
So you play 1 hanger because the pieces are. You don't want to have the pieces in your hand. You want to have them special summoned from your deck with Assimilation.
Yes.
So hanger's good for extra value if you get a terraforming, but it's just sort of I don't know. It's sort of an unbricker really. and Ravine to discard Ojama to send Driftshudo.
Yes.
Just so yeah, you can then just get a heap of mad value.
You say that you don't know about Dragon Ravine.
See, it's just I'm only using it as a discard target now because we lost Ancient Fairy Dragon. RIP.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces. So Driftshudo is all it is pay pay half your life points to have one more monster on your field for material.
Right. Okay.
Which is what Empowerment will do.
Yeah.
So you discard the card, you get your pieces, and you just summon one of your Empowered Warrior monsters, which is exactly the same thing as Driftshudo's doing, except you're not paying half your life.
Cool.
So it's just, I just think it's better. That's them. One-Offs, Reborn, and Soul Charge.
Combo decks, you need them.
Buster. Summon Buster back. It's always not fair, and it's always fun. There were times where I had multiple Busters on my field just because I could summon them back for free with this. And with Urge Simulation, actually. We'll get to that later. I'll show you the reason behind that in a second. And then we're playing one trap card, Ojama Pajama.
What does this do?
It prevents it has a replacement effect to prevent the destruction of light machine type monsters and armed dragon monsters you control. So whenever they would be destroyed, you can banish one Ojama from your hand, field, or grave to prevent the destruction. That's not once per turn. That's as many times as you want. So if you have this on the field and you have Buster, they're not killing you Buster.
That's
like
insane.
destroying you Buster. There are other ways around destroying, as we know. But, it also has the 2/2 effects, one during the main phase and one when it's sent to the grave. During the main, you can add one Ojama card from your deck to your hand and then discard a card on resolution. So you add magic and then immediately discard magic during your opponent's main phase. And then next turn you've got all your pieces. And then if you've got Buster, you've now got immediately 3 things to discard with Buster.
Yes.
And if it's sent to the grave, you can Dimension Fusion, effectively. If it's sent to the grave, you can summon as many of your banished Ojama monsters as possible to your field. So yeah, it does some good stuff. It's a trap card, which is sad. I was playing Temple of the Kings for a while to try and resolve it first turn. Not a good idea. It's just a good card to, like, say you draw it at the end with Assimilation, or you draw it somewhere during your combo during the Nightmares, and then you just set it for extra free value and prevention and destruction prevention.
Yeah, from what I see, the deck thinks itself very much already.
Oh god,
and you're drawing a lot,
oh,
so
yes,
you'll definitely get to
there's a lot
some
happening.
way or another.
So that's the main.
Perfect.
And
So that's 41 cards, yeah?
That is 41 cards.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I couldn't cut it. So you might cut an A. Now that I think about it, but that depends on what you want to do. All right, so Link, extra deck. One Mermaid, because Ibly, Goblin, because you have a lot of normal summons, and it'll let you draw a card in your first turn. Not a lot of them do. Cerberus, for extra linking. Phoenix, because it's good. Unicorn, because it's broken. Griffin, because you can discard Pajama at some point and put it back.
Very standard lineup of
Yep.
Nightmares.
That's just all of them. Underclock, because TCG, you have to play it, almost. Link Spider, because we have a lot of normal monsters, aka Ojamas. And then Skulldread, because he's a mean boy. Burrowload, and Firewall, for Firewall shenanigans. Pretty standard Link monsters.
Anything you would change about this? Or are you happy with it?
Look, I hate having to play Cerberus. I might think about playing Trigate instead. But Trigate, you just need too much stuff. I mean, you can get to it all, but then you don't end with double. You don't end with double Buster if you play Trigate, because there's nowhere to put it.
Right.
And new Topologic Gumbler, because I always have stuff to pitch in my hand. Like ABC gives you that.
What would you cut for it?
Look, I'm actually thinking either one of these. I mean, Firewall is broken, but it's not really necessary to the combos. Assimilation does what Firewall does.
It gives the same link arrows anyway, so that makes sense.
Or Burrowload, because, I mean, I can... Buster is... Buster's busted. You don't need Burrowload to clear everything anymore with Buster around. Speaking of the man himself, double Buster, wherever they went. I'll get rid of these. Fusions. Buster. Only 2 busters, because the extra deck's too tight and you should have cleared their game, finished the game before you need a 3rd one. Quite often I've summoned 2 in 1 turn. One just as link material, and then summoned the other one, and then used Monster Born, Soul Charge,
And Assimilation.
Assimilation. Can also summon it with the next card in my extra deck. But yeah, you know, everyone knows Buster. Buster's good. And then we play 1 A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon.
Why do you play this?
For Ojama Simulation, because Ojama Simulation specifically lists a light machine monster that lists monsters' names as material. This one very conveniently says ABC Dragon Buster. So you can, in turn 2, or, you know, at grind games, you can activate this, reveal A to Z Dragon Buster, Dragon Cannon, banish 1 Ojama, and summon Buster from your graveyard.
Oh, that's insane.
So if they kaiju you don't lose all that much, because you just get to have it back.
That is cool.
Yeah, I did that a lot today, actually. People just don't, once you use both your Busters, they think either he's playing a 3rd one, but he's used all his pieces already, they're all banished, or they're not going to have to deal with Buster anymore. Infinite Busters. Very good.
Very nice.
And then last fusion monster, Seraphonite, mandatory.
Explanation needed. Definitely
It's
a must.
Seraphonite.
If you're playing Brilliant Fusion, you must play this. If not, you're playing the game wrong anyway.
Quite often has its attack value in this deck. I have hit people with it before.
Yeah, because you just pitch off.
You pitch
Ojama.
You pitch Ojama Magic.
Ojama Magic, that's
Ojama
right.
Magic. To smack him with it. I mean, it's not optimal, but whatever works. Damage is damage.
Very nice.
And that's
very nice.
that's about it.
That is the extra deck.
So yeah, your the end boards are pretty nutty.
How many times have you co-linked your opponent?
Extra links.
Yeah, actually.
I did it 3 times today, convincingly.
1 is with me, I definitely know that.
Yeah, I did real nasty to you. Like
You did.
I had the
You
whole
drew the
thing.
nuts.
I had,
was great.
Like yeah, you tried to troll me and I had cold as well. Like
Yeah, you called by the graveyard.
it was.
That was not fair.
It was nasty. It was yeah.
Anyway, awesome. Thank you for the deck profile, man.
You're welcome, sir.
And any shoutouts?
Shout out to my my card provider, Chaotic Factory, Chris 5 for 5% off. Don't forget.
I will leave a link down in the description below. And yeah, thank you so much, Cameron.
You're
Like,
very
comment,
welcome.
subscribe. See you later.